Hi, welcome back to Captivating Makeup. So, I did a video last week of my most expensive makeup. So I went through every category of my routine and I grabbed the most expensive one in my collection. So the one that cost me the most money to purchase. Well, now we are going into the opposite direction. I am going to be using my most affordable makeup. So anything in my collection that costs the least amount of money is going to be used in these products. So I got a whole range of products that I love, that I use, that are going to be my most affordable makeup, because I think it's only fair that we give these a shot as well, to show that even affordable makeup can be really good. So like, subscribe, comment, whatever you can afford. And if you don't like my videos, I will see you on the way out. Bye. Alrighty. We're gonna start with my most affordable primer. And this should be no shock because most of my primers are sunscreen at this point. But I do still have some regular primers in my collection, and one of them is the e.l.f. Hydro Grip. As you can see, she is very well loved. She's getting towards the end. I do have another one. I have the niacinamide one still waiting on me, so when this one goes away, I still have that one. I'm hoping to buy the watermelon pop because I do like that one. I like how it smells, I like how it sticks, all that good stuff. And it only comes out around this time of year. All right, so I got my e.l.f. Hydro Grip, Power Grip. We're just gonna put this all over the face, make my skin nice and red from me touching it. Hopefully that will go away in a minute. And this primer is a cool $10, which has been one of the cheaper primers I have had in my collection. I may have had one or two that were less expensive, but this is the best one I've had. I definitely like it because it's got a sticky base. See? Has a sticky base. So I feel like my foundation sticks to it better. I don't feel like I have super big prominent pores, so I don't always need something that's going to fill those pores. And I don't always need something mattifying. Like I said, I use sunscreen most of the time as my primer nowadays, just for that extra sunblock. So I think if I don't need, all that stuff, then I should just get something that makes it feel like my foundation is sticking to my face properly. So a sticky primer is kind of what I go for usually, and this one's a good one. Now, my next product is my e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and this is in the color... Do I have a color on here? Oh wait, I remember. There it is. It's in Taupe because I couldn't find it in brown at the store I was at, and it was on sale, and I went, okay, we'll try Taupe. But I do like the precision on it. I think it's got a good color payoff. Actually, Taupe is not a horrible color for my brows. I think I just go a little darker because I like it to match my hair a little better. But honestly, the Taupe is not bad. I usually go for like a soft brown of some sorts. But it deposits product, but it doesn't waste all your product. Because I feel like, with another affordable one I own, I like the color of the Colourpop, but I feel like the product goes away really quickly. And I just don't have time for that kind of mess. I would rather my product, stay and be able to use it as long as possible. But I do like my CoverGirl just a little better than the e.l.f. And the e.l.f. Pencil is $6. So most affordable one in my kit, though I do have a bunch of affordable ones. It's just CoverGirl and Colourpop were like $2 to $4 more. So e.l.f. won automatically at $6. And then we're also going to use the e.l.f. the e.l.f. Brow Lift. So as you can see, there's a lot of e.l.f., but I promise that we will start getting out of e.l.f. and we'll be doing some different products. But we have the e.l.f. Brow Lift, and that one is also $6. And I like this one because it does hold my brows. My brows can get a little stubborn, and this one holds everything in place really well. Like, all I gotta do is brush this gel through, and it just keeps those suckers wherever I want them. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is it does not dry down very well, but I think it creates beautiful brows. Like, it keeps my brows in place and keeps them shaped the way I want them to. I just wish that it kind of dried down and didn't keep that gel consistency when it was still on. When it's on, I wish it would kind of like dry down a little bit and be less gel-like feeling. Because I think my Patrick Ta dries down, and I like that it dries down because it keeps, you know, my brows from moving or being more malleable. But overall, I like both. Just if like a sticky feel bothers you, you may not like this one as much. Foundation. I have chosen the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Foundation. It does have sunscreen in it, but it is only SPF 25. And this is shade 400. And this one cost $16.99. I'm trying to think. My About Face was close at 22, but L'Oreal ended up winning out. I do like this foundation because it's got good coverage, but can also be like sheared out to a medium. The only issue I have with it is the color is a little too, I guess, yellowy in my opinion. Now, maybe I just picked up the wrong shade. Maybe there's one with more cooler, pinkier tones in it, but I guess I will have to figure that out on my own, because I'm usually scared to go a little deeper with foundations when I find one that has a good base color. And with drugstore foundations, I'm not sure if I did get a new color, if I went up a color, if it's going to change the base color or if it's going to be a different undertone. Because I feel like sometimes drugstore foundations can be really bad about the whole undertone thing. And they just go for a basic, like, neutral undertone without really considering that there's other undertones they need to look for. Now, some are really great at it, but I've noticed that for the most part, I feel like drugstore brands are not great at that. I do like the coverage. I do like the finish of this foundation, and I feel like it covers a lot, but I can also shear it out using a sponge. Now, if you want that, like, more coverage, a brush is what I would recommend. But I like to use a sponge to kind of take away some of... I know. I started this channel being all full coverage, but I'm starting to like this more, like, natural, like, medium coverage. Look at me. I'm developing. I'm, like, character development here. But I do like this one, and if you are more medium coverage, full coverage, I feel like you'll like this one because it is at an affordable price. It does look good. I have not had any problems with it where it was like balling up or any like peeling. It's just covered really well. As you can see, since I used a sponge, you can still see my little spots, you know. my little areas. So we're gonna fix that real quick. And we'll use this again, but we're gonna pull out our concealer. And this is the NYX Fix Stick. I have kind of the same situation where I wish they came out with more shades of this, because I feel like they didn't come out with enough shades. And I feel like if I went up in color, it was just gonna deepen it. It wasn't gonna actually change the undertone. But this is the NYX Fix Stick. I got mine in Fair 2, and this one is $9. And I do like this one specifically for spot concealing, because see, look at that. That's gone. Like, it covers really well, especially using a brush. You just pat that out on your acne or dark spots or whatever, and it just disappears. And I don't have any texture issues. I don't have any situations where I feel like it's like balling up or doing weird stuff. Now, under the eyes, it does give good coverage, but it doesn't stay very well. It kind of creases a little bit under the eyes. So I do recommend it more as a spot concealer than I do an under eye concealer. I think you'll get a better result. But I don't hate this. I do like this, and it's supposed to be based off the Click Sticks, but it is not a clicky stick. I do like these because you can just twist. You just twist the product and it comes out, and you don't have to like fight it or like, ooh, I put too much, so now I can't do this, this, and this. It's great. All right, so now we're gonna go with eye primer. So eye primer, I have the Eye-cing eyeshadow base from Glamlite, and this is $7. So not a bad price. It comes in a bunch of different colors. Now, I would have told you that this was one of my most favorite eyeshadow primer bases a while back, but I don't think it's my favorite anymore. And to be quite honest, there's a lot of my eyeshadow primers that I'm not super happy with anymore, because that Melt one I've been living for the Melt one. So the Melt one is my most expensive one, I hate to admit, but it has helped with all the creasing and things like that, where like it would just bald in my crease, and it would split apart, like shadows would split apart, and I wasn't thrilled with that. And I noticed with the Melt one, it doesn't crease, it doesn't shift, everything stays in place the way I want it to. And I think it's because all my other primers are creamier, and I think because of the creamy aspect, because it's creamier, and my eyelids are kind of oily, it will start to move and shift around, and it won't stay in place the way I want it to. So with my eye shape and with, with my eye shape and with the creamy products and all of that, I would not recommend this anymore if you have problems with creasing, because I think it's the creamy base that's doing it. The Melt one is very thin and it dries down, not super fast, you got enough time to play, but it dries down, it's thin, and I think because this is a little thicker, that's why I've been having the problems. But if you don't have dry eyelids and you don't have those kinds of issues, this is a good eye primer. I think you will enjoy it. But if you are oily like me, maybe not so much. All right, so my most affordable palette is from Colourpop, but it is my Sorbet Quad. See? So this one is very interesting because you basically just get one look out of it. You get that one look. Maybe two, but it's definitely not going to be your palette if you want a bunch of different colors. It is $5, so it is almost $1 per shade. But if you did want more shades, this may not be the palette for you. It is a very pretty palette. I do like this palette. At $5, there's not really much to complain about because it does get the job done. It does make a pretty look. You're just not gonna get like a ton of looks out of this. Now, if you are that girl who just wants a one and done look, doesn't really want to do much else, just wants to, you know, throw on some eyeshadows and get out the door, I think you will love and appreciate this, especially if you love mauve tones. Like, I think you'll really enjoy the color and the payoff because you can make it pretty light, but you can also darken it to give like a little bit more moodier look. And the shimmers, I think, are so pretty. I feel like those shimmers are just gorgeous. I don't think you'll have any issues with the shimmers. I think you'll just get a very pretty look out of it. See, like I'm getting a pretty look out of it, but there's not much flexibility. You can kind of make like, of course you can use different styles, but it's always going to be the same colors. There's not many like color differentiations you can make in this. So if that's what you're cool with, if you are perfectly okay with just, you know, one and done looks, this is the palette for you. If you are like, nope, I need every color of the rainbow to make it work, you may want to steer clear of this palette. But for $5 on Ulta's website, I think if it was more expensive, if this palette was like super pricey, I think I'd have more problems with it. Like if this was, I don't know, $10 or $8, I would be like, heck no, that is not worth your money. But $5, okay. $5. I can live with that. And then we're going to put some shimmers on. So, like I said, I really like these shimmers. I think they're so pretty. Like, they are just so impactful and shimmery. I'm going to use some glitter glue. This is not part of this. I just need some glitter glue. Plus, I only have one glitter glue. So, that solves that problem. Actually, we're just going to paint this all over the lid because we're going to put this pinkier shade right here on the outer corner. So we're going to start here and we're just going to, I need a different brush. This one's not, where are you? There we are. Much better. All right, so we're just going to, on the outer corner, we're going to put that pinky color. And then on the inner part, we're going to put that more lighter beigeier color. We're just going to blend those in the middle. Because as you can see, they're very shiny, very, very impactful. Oop, that would have been a mistake. That would have been the wrong brush. Okay, maybe need a little bit more glitter glue after that change. Just the change in method is going to warrant some more glitter glue. So we're going to do what we did to the other side. Oh, so shimmery. They are lightly pressed, so do be aware of that. Because this is, I definitely would not consider this a travel-friendly palette. Because the shades are very softly pressed. And I have broken this a few thousand times. And I have, luckily, it is easy to repress, but I still wouldn't recommend having to redo it. Shimmer went out of hand, so we did take it up further, but I think it's cute. All right, I think we're gonna put a little bit more. There we go. Then I'm gonna put some under. I think I'm gonna use this lighter mauve shade. Oh my gosh, my desk is a mess from the shimmers. Like I said, they are very light pressed. So they have broken a few times on me. So just keep that in mind when you're playing with this palette. I think that's maybe why they discontinued all the other colors, because they were just that messy. But I got no problem for $5. $5, I can work with it. Okay, and then I forgot to start this up again. I keep on forgetting to start my eyelash curler. So we'll just, while we're waiting, we'll put a little bit of concealer under the eyes. Oh. Okay, eyelash curler. Want to make sure my eyelashes are curled before we play with the mascara. So my most affordable mascara is another Colourpop one. And it is the Colourpop Volumizing Mascara, the BFF one. And it is $9. I do not have the black shade with me. But I do have the brown, and I think the brown will look just as good with this look. So we're just going to do a brown mascara moment. And if you are looking for that more natural look, a brown mascara like gives you the color you need on your lashes, but is not as impactful as a black, because a black can be kind of harsh. And if you're going for more of a natural look, brown mascara is going to give you more of that natural look compared to the black mascara. All right. I don't know if you can see it, but I am going to get a little closer. That concealer is not doing so hot under my eyes. It looks kind of dry and is emphasizing that texture a lot. Like I'm trying to get it to calm down a little, but I just don't think it's it for the under eyes. Like I look at the spots that I concealed earlier and they look great, but my under eyes do not look as good. So if you're looking for a spot concealer and not an under eye concealer, this is definitely the one for you. But if you're looking for an under eye concealer, I would find something else. Maybe actually try the Ulta one. The Ulta one's creamy enough that this does not occur as much or at all. All right, I'm gonna do the other eye and I'll be back. So both eyes are done. I am just gonna have to live with how the concealer is looking, because I am not redoing this whole base over the stupid concealer. We're just gonna have to live. Like I said, great for spot concealing, but under the eyes, it looks atrocious. Just absolutely atrocious. All right, so my most affordable. Also, I wanted to say about the mascara before we continued. This comes in a bunch of different colors. So if you're looking to try some new colors besides black and brown, $9 is not bad to get a pretty good looking mascara for an affordable price, and you get to try something without breaking the bank. Like there's a color that Colourpop makes that looks like a Charlotte Tilbury color, like their Dream Pop mascara. Colourpop has one that's very similar called Wine O'Clock. So if you've been wanting to try that, but you didn't want to spend that money on a mascara, something that you feel like you have to throw out after 3 to 4 months because of eye infections, please be throwing out your mascara if it's been 3 or 4 months, because that stuff's been on your eye and things cook in here and it's not good. But $9 to try like a colored mascara is not a bad deal at all. Just saying. Okay, so the next one is contour / bronzer. My most expensive one was a bronzer, but my most affordable one is contour. So I have the Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodin contour. This is what it looks like. It's from a Korean brand, and this one is how much? $10.64. So what I like to do with this is I like to swirl my brush in the 3 colors. I like to mix the colors together. And then I just kind of tap and then swirl upwards of where I want to contour. Now this does not come in a lot of colors, so I would recommend for bronzer or like contour, I definitely would recommend something like e.l.f. or NYX if you are deeper than me, because I know that since it is a Korean brand, that they promote to a lot of paler skinned individuals, and they're not going to have the colors that people with melanin in their skin may need. But good bronzer if you're about my shade. You might be able to get away with it at light, but 1064 is not a bad cost for a bronzer. Now, blush. So my least expensive blush is a Chinese brand called Kakashow. It is $2 at most. It has a little bear imprint. It's very cute. I swirl all the color together, tap off any excess, and then I tap on the cheek above my contour. It's nothing special. It provides color. It is like a matte bronzer. So it's not very glowy, it's not very dewy. It just gives you color payoff, which is fine for a $2 blush. Like, I'm not looking for the world to end or, my life to be changed by it. It's just a cute blush. If you're looking for a good, cute, cheap matte blush, affordable matte blush, it does have to ship from China, so you might have to pay those fees, but $2, kind of cute. Maybe if you saw it on Amazon and could get free Prime shipping, that might be good. But it does have a cute packaging, like the little bears on it and stuff. It's cute. Now, time for lip liner. So we're going back to e.l.f. with the lip liner. So I have the e.l.f. Fill Frontal. I don't know if that's what all of them are called, but I got mine from the Jennifer Coolidge collection, and it's a cream glide lip liner. It's in this nice, cooler toned brownie mauve color, I would say. And their lip liners are $2. So you can't, that's not bad. $2 is not bad for a decent lip liner. Nothing too fancy. $2 for this, for a sharpenable pencil lip liner. Not bad. Makes me wonder why all these other sharpenable pencil ones are so expensive when e.l.f. makes it for $2. But, markup on makeup pricing is a thing. But we're going to continue. My most affordable lipstick is this cream mousse lipstick that I got on Amazon. It's from a company called Cuodi. Cuodi. Got little bears on it. Cute packaging. I like the matte, solid packaging. And comes in some cute colors. So we're just going to put that in the middle. It does come in this, mousse formula. I don't know if this is the shade I should have picked for the look I did. But you know what? We're going to roll with it. I'll change it later to one of my other colors. But the combination's cute. It's a cute combination. It's just not... It's not matching the eyes very well. Then again, neither is the blush. So we'll just have to live with it. And this was $5 singularly. I got mine in a set for maybe less than 20, and I got 4 colors with it, and it's pretty cute. So if you're looking for one, they're on Amazon. Not a bad price for them. All right, then we're gonna set my face with the Maybelline Superstay powder. I do like this powder a lot. You've already seen me use this powder countless times before, so you're probably not surprised about me already liking this one to begin with. I definitely think this is a good setting powder if you're looking for more color to your face, because it's technically a powder foundation, but I use it as setting powder because it gives a little extra coverage, but it also sets my face down. And I like it because it is a little bit more heavier powder than some of my others because I get pretty oily throughout the day and need a little bit of that heavy dudiness to like get me going. All right. Okay, that lip combo is bothering me, so I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go look at the other colors and see if I can find a better one. Okay, that is a lot better. It's still pretty pinky, but it's not that bright red pinky color. I did use another one, so I still stayed with the budget. And that pink, that blush has kind of died down a little, so I feel a little better about what I put on. So I feel good. Now we're gonna set the rest of my face with a setting spray. My most affordable is the Marshmellow setting spray by NYX. So we're just gonna spray myself. It does smell like marshmallow. If I didn't tell you, the Maybelline Superstay Powder is $14.99. The Marshmellow spray is $10. Not a bad setting spray. I don't think it mattifies my face, but it does make sure everything sinks into my face. So everything feels very rejuvenated and the powder feels like it's melted into my face instead of it being like on the top. So I like this. I think this looks a lot better. I think the pinkier blush is kind of dimmed down due to the powder. And that's good enough for me. All right, lip gloss. So this is the e.l.f. Plumping lip gloss. So this one is from, like I said, Jennifer Coolidge collection, but it is a good $7. It is a plumping lip gloss. It is a more burning lip gloss. So we're gonna put this on hesitantly. I am not going to put any more on because I'm waiting for the burn. It's one of the few like burning lip glosses I keep in my collection, but I think I keep this one because it's Jennifer Coolidge. And I love Jennifer Coolidge, but it would not be something I picked up on my own. Oh, yep, I feel it. I feel it starting. It's a nice pink. It's a nice baby pink, which I like. It does have a little bit of sparkle, but it feels more opaque. Like, you don't see a ton of sparkle. Oh yeah, I feel a little bit of that burn. It's not as bad as I remember it. So maybe I was just being a baby. Maybe I was being a big old baby about it. Oh no. Nope, it's starting to burn that upper lip. Cool. But we're not done yet. Not done yet. My final product is highlighter, and my most affordable highlighter is the Super Shock highlighters. I feel like everyone talks about the Super Shock shadows, but the highlighters have always been my favorite because I feel like the Super Shock shadows will dry out really easily and you have to replace them like all the time. I feel like with my Super Shock highlighters, they stay alive forever. I feel like they have better longevity. They still have that great putty formula. And some of my favorite shade, like I've still been repurchasing some of my favorite shades from them for years. Like ever since I started makeup, I would rebuy the Super Shock highlighters. So this one's in Monster. It's got a white base, but it's got pink glow to it. And I just love this color to death. Like that pink hue really comes out in it, even though it looks like white in the pan. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh yeah, that lip gloss is starting to burn. I can feel it. But see, that highlighter is so beaming and it's still got that putty texture for $9. I have been rebuying Monster and Flexitarian for years. I still have one of these from the Year of the Rat collection back in 2020. And it is still as creamy and as putty as the day I bought it. Like, it is not dried out. It is the perfect gold in my opinion, which like they need to bring it back because it was a good gold, especially on my skin tone. Because I feel like I have such a hard time finding a good gold in my collection. Because I feel like the golds are always like just too much. Just too much. Here, I'm even going to put a little bit of this highlighter in the corner. Ugh. I love Monster so much. It has been a staple in my collection for years, and they have not discontinued it on Colourpop. So I'm going to keep hoping that they don't discontinue this color on Colourpop. Or they discontinue the highlighter in general, because I think the highlighters are great. The blushes, fine. The bronzers, I've never tried. But the highlighters, they're my favorite out of that like Super Shock formula. Hands down, my favorite. Okay, and this is the completed look. I'm gonna take out the clips, fluff the hair, you know, for the full fantasy. Ooh, my hair is not participating today. Fun. Love looking like a haggard witch, you know, vibes. But here's how the look turned out. I don't think it's a bad look. I do like the eyeshadow. I forgot how much I do like this eyeshadow, even though it is a little bit more demure, a little bit less, I mean, creative in my opinion. I feel like there's not a lot of like room for creativity in this, but I don't know. I think it's cute. I think if you bought a lot of these products, you would not be disappointed. The only ones I would sit there and be like, maybe not, is the gel if you don't like sticky stuff on your face. That's what she said. The NYX sticks under the eyes specifically. Spot concealing's fine, but if you're looking for an under eye concealer, maybe look somewhere else. The Eye-cing shadow base from Glamlite, if you have like oilier eyelids, and the e.l.f. lip gloss if you don't like burning, plumping products. I mean, I don't even really see a difference. I just feel burn. Like, it just hurts. I'm a wimp. I am such a wimp when it comes to like burning products. When it comes on my lips, like I don't want to feel pain. Cooling plump, sure, but nothing else. Other than, oh, and maybe not the Superstay if you don't like heavier powders. Oh, that highlighter makes me so happy. Like I look normal here and then bam. I look normal here and then bam. Highlighter. All right, thank you for watching. Comment down below some of your most affordable makeup in your collection. What makes it easier for you to get the products you want? Do you have a product that is affordable that kind of dupes like higher end products, kind of like my Colourpop mascara? I feel like this isn't talked about enough. People need to talk about this if they want to play with colored mascara but don't want to break the bank. And yeah, but comment down below your picks. Thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.